Welcome to TLH Patterns. In this video, let's see how to crochet these cute little backpacks which you can use as a keychain. You can keep coins in it and you can also manage to keep your earphones inside it. You can use a heavier yarn and a bigger hook to make it big enough to hold your AirPods. I used a sport weight cotton yarn, and along with it I used a 3 mm crochet hook. You'll also need a yarn needle, stitch marker, a small bead or a button, and a measuring tape. Make a slip knot first. In the first round, let's make 9 chains. Then work a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Then single crochet in the next 6 chains. Three single crochets in the last chain. Now single crochet in the next 6 chains on the other side. Then 2 single crochets in the next chain. This completes the first round. You will have 18 single crochets in this round. Will not be joining at the end. We'll start the second round. Work 2 single crochets in the first stitch. Place a stitch marker in the first stitch. Two single crochets in the first stitch, and then work single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Then 2 single crochets in each of the next 3 stitches. Single crochet in next 6 stitches. Two single crochets in the next 2 stitches. We have increased 6 stitches and the total number of stitches in this round is 24. We'll start round 3, remove the stitch marker and work 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then place the stitch marker, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, then work single crochets in the next 6 stitches. Now we'll work the increases. Single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Again single crochet in the next stitch, 2 in the next, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next. Then work single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochets in the next, again single crochet in the next, 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Again 6 stitches increased in this round and you will have 30 stitches. We'll start the next round. We will not be working any more increases. Remove the stitch marker, work single crochet in the next stitch. Now replace the marker and then work single crochet in each stitch around. You will be having 30 single crochets. This is the base of the bag. Now we'll start building the body of the bag. Remove the stitch marker, and in this round you're going to work only into the back loops of each stitch. Single crochet in the back loop of the first stitch and then replace the marker, and then work single crochet in the back loops of each stitch, only in the back loops. From the next round onwards, we'll start working into both the loops. Remove the marker, single crochet in the next stitch, place the marker and work single crochet in each stitch around. Repeat the rounds working single crochet in each stitch until you reach a height of about 3 inches. Then cut the yarn off and weave in the end. Now we'll make the flap. To make the flap, make a slip knot first and then work 9 chains. Single crochet in the second chain from the hook and then rest of the chains except the last. Then 3 single crochet in the last chain. Then single crochet in rest of the chains on the other side. There will be 7 chains, so you will work 7 single crochets. chain 1 and turn. In this row you will work only into the front loops of each stitch. Single crochet in the front loops of 7 stitches. Two single crochets in the front loops of next 3 stitches. Then single crochet in the front loops of rest of the stitches. Chain 1 and turn, and in this row we'll work only into the back loops of each stitch. So work single crochet in the first 8 stitches, back loops of the first 8 stitches. Then work 2 single crochets in the back loop of next stitch. Chain 1, this will be your buttonhole. Then skip the next 2 stitches and work 2 single crochets in the back loop of next stitch. Then single crochet in the back loop of rest of the stitches. And then chain 1 and work 7 single crochets across the base. I'm making the first one here. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one should come at the center. 5, 6, and 7. Now you can cut the yarn off. Next we'll make the handle. Make a slip knot and work 12 chains. Then slip stitch in each chain. Here I am working into the back. You can see these raised bumps behind each chain. So here I am working a slip stitch in each of these small horizontal bumps. Okay, so that's the handle. Next we'll make 2 back straps. For that make 17 chains. and then work slip stitch in the back of each chain as we did previously. So we have all the parts ready here, and now let's start assembling. First we'll attach the flap. Take the body of the bag and flatten it. When you count the stitches, you will have 15 at the front and 15 at the back. You'll skip 4 stitches on either side and attach the flap to the 7 stitches at the center. You'll have the wrong side of the flap facing you, and now skip the first 4 stitches and then sew into the front loop of the bag and the back loop of the flap together. Then you can weave in the loose end of yarn. Then we'll attach the handle to the top. Then hide in the loose ends of yarn. Then sew in the back straps as shown here. Then you can hide the loose ends. Now you can make the drawstring in 2 ways. So one is use the yarn as such, create a fold as I'm showing you here, and then you can thread the yarn through the yarn needle and insert the needle through the folds, and then go to the other side. Similarly, fold on the other side. Now insert the needle from back to front and bring the yarn to the front. You can also make a few chains. I made 52 chains. Fast enough, leaving a tail, and thread this through your needle. And then, as I showed previously, make folds on the sides and then insert the needle from front to back, and then you can take it under the straps, come to the other side, fold on the other side, and bring the cord to the front of the bag. And just below the buttonhole of the flap, you can sew a bead or a button. This tiny bag measures about 2.5 inches wide and 3 inches high. You can attach a keychain ring to the handle of the bag.